What it do, man? Man, I'm gonna give my opinion on the Gucci Man and Pooh Shiesty situation, man. It's unfortunate that the youngster had to go out like that, man. And I understand the street code. I understand uh, the that you gotta stay down, right? I get it. I get it. But that right there, I think, is for a person that don't have nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? They don't have nothing to lose. Then you just go all out, right? But when it comes, and I know money don't change nothing, but it does. When you're a millionaire, when you are a multi-millionaire, right? There is ways you got to carry yourself. You got to carry yourself a certain way, right? And you should carry yourself a certain way. You shouldn't change, but should you change? You know what I'm saying? Because you're a bigger target now. And when you're in that entertainment industry, you really gotta be on top and check yourself, especially when you're a felon anyway. There's a lot of artists that is felons, right? They're known felons, you know? So when they got shit under their belt, man, they got to watch what they do. And like Pooh Shiesty should have knew, because he was on an ankle monitor, man. He was on an ankle monitor, man. So that means he's on still on probation, still being watched by the state, right? Or the feds, actually. He should have knew. And he had his daddy there, man. I'm a dad, I'm a papa, so I gotta lead by example. And I know some of these kids, you can't tell them nothing, right? But me, just me. Hey man, I'm an ex-street cat, man. I've been rocking them streets, man, back when I was a youngster, man, for real, for real. Shouts out to Ray-Ban Meta, man. Those Meta glasses. Don't let the glasses fool you. Those ones, man. These are those ones that get to capture the image, man. Yeah. But I played those games, man, so I know what it when somebody disrespect you, test your gangster, your ego get involved, and things can go wrong. But that's the one, ego. When your ego is in the way, and it plays a major part in your life, it's always gonna go bad. It's always gonna go bad. You know what I'm saying? So I say one thing about ego, man. Don't have it. Stay confident. Stay confident. Know who you are. But do not lead with ego. It will always turn bad. That's my experience. And from what I'm seeing with young Pooh, it seemed like ego played a part, because he could have took it another route. Okay, if you're in a meeting and the meeting's going bad and it's words being exchanged that, you know what I'm saying, that's going to get everybody hot, because I'm pretty sure everybody, Gucci Man is ex-street cat. So, and you know, he's with the shit, right? So I'm pretty sure he was not talking in a respectable tone. Nobody was respecting nobody, right? I'm not sure, but for it to get to that point, it had to be disrespect being displayed. You know what I'm saying? So even if it was, if your daddy's there, I'm on that. If your daddy's there, he should be able to sit and whisper in his guy's ear as a dad and say, check this out. I'm with this shit too. I'm with it. I don't like none of it. And I'm with this shit too. But if we do what we are ready to do and the extreme, there's going to be major consequences, right? It's going to be trouble, right, for us. And I feel as a dad, because I got nephews, sons, daughters, grandkids, like I say, I can't tell them all what to do. But they love me enough to listen to my advice. They love me and respect me enough to listen and say, Dad, all right, Unc, okay, right? And us as OGs, that's how we got to have it with our kids and our nephews and nieces, our sons and daughters. We got to have it that way, man. Because I feel like this. If Pooh Shiesty's dad would have whispered in his ear, all right, dog, this shit's going left. Let's just get up out of here. Let's just go regroup and think about this. And let's just handle this in another way. You know what I'm saying? And that's with a lawyer, an attorney, someone that's going to keep the peace so I'm not jeopardizing my future, my career, my freedom, my life. It could have went wrong, right? So I know there's a lot of people saying that it was down. They would have crashed out the same way. I say to those people right there, that would have been the wrong way to do it. Because if you would have crashed out and you had a person like Gucci Man thinking on his feet, older, wiser, and he said, fuck it, I'm gonna sign this paperwork, right? But the only way this paperwork will be valid if these guys have me sign it and then unalive me. But they couldn't do that. They was in a public place. You can't do that. So if you sign that paperwork under distress, right? With a pistol at your head, a knife at your head, anything that can kill you, right? Unalive you, I'm going to use that word, right? And you sign that paperwork and you let them walk out of there, they can go right to their attorney and their attorney is going to tell them and probably tell them that the only way we can prove that you signed that paperwork under distress is you have to say what happened. You got to tell what happened because the contract is signed. I know that the contract can prove that Pooh Shiesty and them or whoever did whatever, allegedly did what they did. But it also, if Gucci let it just go, he might just let the contract be legit. If he just let it go, right? The contract could be legit. I'm not quite sure, but I would think the contract would be legit because they can't prove, they got a signature on a contract and somebody got to prove that it was signed under distress. So he's going to have to speak about it. So, and when you got hundreds and hundreds, potentially of millions of dollars, 10s, 20s, 50s, I'm not sure what the contracts are. But if they worth that kind of money, right? And you're a businessman, you got to ask yourself, and you're a businessman, and you no longer play the street game. You played it, and when you played it hard. But now you're a family man, and you're a businessman. You got to ask yourself, would you handle it? No, would you handle it the way and the code of the street by just allowing those guys to do what they did and then try to retaliate and possibly get yourself struck off the street and everything you work hard for tooken? Or would you be the businessman and let the people know what happened? That's the reality of it. Let the people know what happened, because your potential business is in somewhat a jeopardy. Ain't no somewhat, it's in jeopardy because you're facing multis and multis $1 million in contract. So you will have to do whatever you have to do. That's just my opinion. And I'm a grown man. You know, I'm not in the streets no more. I'm not in the streets no more. I'm a family man, businessman. So I don't know. I feel those people who saying Gucci is soft and a snitch, they don't have much to lose. Not as much as Gucci. And if someone came in and robbed me, because anybody can get robbed, man. Ain't nobody too big, too gangster to get robbed. Anybody, if somebody get you and catch you slipping, you could get robbed, right? So that don't make you no sucker. That don't make you no sucker because that happened. But are you smart enough to give it up? That's like somebody coming to take your jewelry. You know, it's sort of like that, because that's different because you can take care of it in the street. But if you're a businessman and you got insurance on that shit, you're gonna let the insurance deal with it. You can do it that way. But this is different. This is contracts. This is high stake business, man, big business, man. And I think the youngster just got caught up in that rapid recidivism. Man, I hope I'm saying the word. That's when you go to prison, right? And 3 months, 5 months, 7 months later, you commit a crime that gets you right back in prison doing more time, right? Rapid recidivism. I hope I'm saying it right. But go look it up. It's part of the prison program, man. And when you're not programmed to do the right thing when you get out, and you still focus on that prison life, you can make that mistake of jumping right back in something that could get you right back in prison within 3 months, within 5 months, within 8 months. Rapid recidivism. I think I'm saying it right. I might be saying it wrong, but it means it's the revolving door. Get out of prison, go back to prison. Get out the prison, go back to prison. Within a short period of time, man. And it's really sad that a youngster of his status, and because of status matter, man, you're a multi-millionaire. You shouldn't be jeopardizing your career and your livelihood, man. Simple and plain, man. Take it from an OG, man. Any youngster out there that got a career cracking off and you still in the street, man, you gotta pick and choose. You gotta make a decision, man. And if someone's playing with your contracts and playing with your career, you gotta take it to an attorney. You gotta get a lawyer involved, man. And if it's nothing you could do, you gotta bite the bullet. You gotta man up. You gotta put the gangster shit aside, and you gotta fulfill the obligations of the contract. You gotta negotiate. You got to, man. Because if you take the route that the youngster took, if you take the route that Pooh Shiesty took, it's gonna get you in the position he's in, man. Simple. It's going to get you in a position, man. And it's messed up that the youngster just got out maybe 6 months ago, whatever, something like that, less than a year, and he's back facing a case that is big. You know what I'm saying? So you guys just look at his situation, man, and don't look at it on no it was down, because everybody know if you're in the street to handle your business like whatever, it probably is down. Just because something is down don't mean it's smart. Don't mean it's right. So if you got something you got on your mind, youngster, that you're going to want to take care of it bang bang way, think about it. Think about it and think hard. Is this what I'm about to do worth what I can lose? Is this what I'm about to do worth what I can lose? My family, my freedom, my career, my money, possibly my life. Is this worth it? So just think about it, man. I just want to go ahead and chop it up, man, and just give my opinion and my thought and what I think about what's going on with that Pooh, Shiesty, and Gucci, man. It's two brothers, man, that's in a bad situation, man. Gucci, man, making songs, so he's in he's in a better situation because he's out and free, and he's capitalizing off of Pooh, Shiesty. Major mistake. So I hope my young brother is thinking about it, and I hope that he catch a break, man. I don't think he should be, you know what I'm saying, for his mistake. He made the mistake, but I also think that if there's any way to resolve it. But they got the feds involved, man. The feds is involved, man. He should have negotiated. He should have took it another way. It should have went another route. And Gucci, man, as a CEO and a businessman, especially some guy that you help get somewhere and get put on, put a pistol to your face and rob you, you might not give a fuck about him now. You might not care about him